G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Now today I'm going to rank the Indiana Jones films from best to worst. The franchise started in 1981 with Raiders of the Lost Ark. It finished up this year in 2023 with the fifth installment called Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now guys, I think it's pretty unanimous that Raiders of the Lost Ark is the best film in the franchise. I mean, it set up the character that we love, the archaeologist known as Indiana Jones. It was played by Harrison Ford. He dialed the charisma up to 10, and guys, the film was loaded with exciting, fast-paced action sequences. So Raiders of the Lost Ark was the original Indiana Jones film, and for my money, guys, it is still the best. But guys, what is the second best Indiana Jones film? Well, guys, for my money, I think it is the second film that came out in 1984. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, I think, is the second best Indiana Jones film. That film was, really exciting. It did something different to Raiders, and I think the inclusion of Short Round as Indy's little pint-sized sidekick made that film really cool. I mean, their rapport was spot on. And guys, I actually enjoyed Kate Capshaw. I know some of you out there found her character a little bit annoying, but back in 1984 when that film came out, it was a winner, guys, and I remember seeing that in the theatre, and it was just so exciting, those mine shaft chase sequences, and of course the big drawbridge with Indy with that sword. It was great stuff. It was real matinee entertainment, and I think the second film really is the second best. So we've got Raiders, we've got Temple of Doom, and then along came The Last Crusade in 1989, and this time they threw in James Bond. That's right, guys. Sean Connery popped up in the third film as Indy's dad, and he really gave the film a lot of star power. I mean, he is a great actor, and his charisma was really in full swing. He played off Harrison really well, and that film has some neat action sequences as well, and some would kind of actually place that one higher than Temple of Doom, I think. But guys, for me, I would kind of leave it chronologically at this point. I think Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is the third Indiana Jones film in terms of quality as well. It was the third film released, and I think I would place that in position 3. So guys, what would I do with the last two? I mean, the last two films came a little bit late in the game. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out in 2008, and this time Indy, was kind of caught up with Shia LaBeouf, and at the end of the film he gave Shia LaBeouf the fedora, and we're expecting that a new franchise will just sort of take shape as a result. But guys, we all know that there was a fallout in Hollywood with Shia LaBeouf, and that kind of, really took the edge off that film. I think Crystal Skull really tried as a movie, and guys, in the end, I think the Shia LaBeouf fallout is what kind of takes a little bit away from that now. But Karen Allen, of course, returned. There was some neat action in that one, and I really think Harrison Ford still had it at that point in 2008. His charisma was still there. He was still fairly adept in the action sequences, considering he was getting up there in age. He was about 70 or so. Oh, I suppose he was in his late 60s then. But I think Harrison Ford was still hanging on and quite good in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So guys, that was movie 4, and I really think that one places at 4. And this leads us to the latest film, 2023, and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And guys, right from the get-go, I didn't really like the title, The Dial of Destiny. When it first dropped, that initial teaser trailer, I thought, is this fake? Are they really going to call this film Dial of Destiny? But guys, they did. It was legit. And I didn't see the film in the cinema. I have a video which expresses my disappointment for this new film. So guys, if you haven't seen my little discussion on Dial of Destiny, definitely check out that video. It's now playing on the channel. So yeah, I didn't particularly like this fifth installment. I think it would have been better off finishing with number 4, Crystal Skull. But guys, in Hollywood, they always try to better themselves, and they wanted to give Indy a different sort of send-off. But Dial of Destiny, for me, you know, every action sequence is subpar. The performances are just going through the paces, and I think the story was just really a bit of a bore. I mean, some of you out there might think I'm very harsh, but I've just got to tell it how I see it, guys. And for me, the fifth installment is the worst. So guys, really, I think that the Indiana Jones films just moved along chronologically and got worse as the years transpired. Really, you can't beat Raiders. I think Temple of Doom was the perfect sequel. Last Crusade was really cool with Sean Connery in there, but I didn't enjoy it more than Temple of Doom. I remember sitting in the cinema watching Last Crusade and thinking, hang on a minute, do I really enjoy this more than seeing Indy interact with, say, Short Round and Kate Capshaw? And I thought, well, it's Connery, but guys, I had more fun with Temple of Doom. So I would leave Last Crusade in third position just as it played out. And Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, well, it was the 4th film, and I think that should rank 4th. And the last film, well, I kind of write that one off, guys, so it's definitely the worst at position 5. So for me, guys, the Indiana Jones films just played out. They started well and got worse progressively. So that's my take on it, guys. I know everyone has an opinion, and I respect all of your opinions out there. So please, in the comments below, tell me what you think about the Indiana Jones franchise. I mean, who knows? Some of you out there might place Last Crusade up there. You might have felt that they really raised the bar on that one. I would be really curious to see your rank. But for my money, guys, you cannot beat the original Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was a landmark film, and it really kicked off the adventure franchise. I mean, in the 80s, there were so many, you know, rip-off films as a result of Raiders. And it really set the scene. So guys, that's my take on the Indiana Jones franchise. It started really strong. It ended up in a bad place, I think, with the new film. But guys, that's how it goes sometimes. But we have those early films to save us still. And Harrison Ford is such an interesting character. And he really ignited the Indiana Jones franchise, as did Mr. Steven Spielberg. So guys, that's my take on the Indiana Jones films. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and as always, please like, comment and subscribe, and of course, guys, put those comments in the box below and let's discuss everything indie. So until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream. 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and just as cracking as Indiana Jones's whip. Please subscribe and good night, viewers.